Says I'm live. Better than Memorex. Trying to get where I can get over there. Still working on the blocks. Hello, June. Hi, Cheryl. My sewing partner had to leave, so I needed something else to do. So, or keep sewing. I needed. So I'm just trying to get up my thing in the corner. Trying. And it's like, I know I've seen a few of you guys in other places. It won't let me open it until I do have that many together. That is the width of the quilt. Hi, so Terry. That is the width of the quilt. That's 69 3/4 inches. Hi, Tammy. Hi, Gladys. But it's like, I got all my fabric cut up and it said 3 yards of the white. I am 1 6-inch strip short and 2 3.5-inch strips short. So I ordered the fabric real fast. It's like everybody saying hi to everybody. Hi, Rhonda. Rhonda got to be the host of a YouTube this morning for a while. I don't think she was planning that, but she got to be that way. Those unplanned things show up. You could tell Rhonda was very nervous. Oh, you're cutting 5-inch squares? You had a member thing. Hi, Melinda. I always got to say Melinda. Because in other words, it'll be me. I guess I better finish sewing this one. I got a whole bunch of 4-inch or 5-inch that I got to start cutting up. It's going to be a long drug out quilt when I do that one. So you'll be over there. Over there. I got to remember which way my finger goes compared to her arrows, because her arrows are saying that way. Oh, yeah. I was on Kathy's for a little bit this morning trying to figure out why she was not. I missed Lori quilting in the countries. I go, it's Monday already? You missed the baby? She'll be here tomorrow for a little bit at 9:30 Pacific Standard Time. Her and the tornado, which he now has a new name. Alan has a new name. He's after the 2012 Disney movie. They now call him Wreck-It Ralph because he wrecks everything he touches. He doesn't know how to use a wrench. He uses a hammer. But they went camping this weekend, I guess. Everything is just, so he got the new name, Wreck-It Ralph. I know when they was here the other day, he come in to get my scissors off at the end. They was enticing him. But yeah, that's him. He's the tornado. And it doesn't matter what shoes he wears, as long as he's got a shoe. Whether it be grandma and grandpa's, one of grandma's and one of his, as long as he's got two on, he can go outside. But yeah, yesterday I was matching up all my blocks. And I found out I was 1 6-inch strip short and 2 3.5-inch strips. Well, it's a common white on white that they're going to restock for a while. I don't know why, but it's got the tiniest white flower on it. And it's harder than gee whiz to see. No matter black light or not, you have to have it just enough where the light is behind it to tell that you have right or wrong side. On the yardage, I mark it, but when I cut down these strips, it's like, then I'm all goofed up. So I don't have kids until 9:30 tomorrow. Then I have them until probably about 11:30. But we're not going to be on that long. I'll probably take my laptop to the other room. But sometime I got to get a hold of CenturyLink. It lets me go on Zoom with Kathy. It lets me go up with somebody else. But when I'm on Messenger, my internet in, out, in, out, in, out. Not enough that it cuts out the picture. It cuts out my volume. And it won't do live YouTube at all. Just going straight to YouTube. And I'm paying for this service. So that service should work. At least my cell phone one works. And we was having troubles with it. That's why I went with CenturyLink. But I'm not going to keep paying them $65 a month if it's not going to work. But that's more blocks than the, see, so 1 2 3 1 2. Try to figure out where the blocks are. 1 2 3 4. That's 4 by 5 would be what they wanted for that 3-yard quilt. Hi, Patty G. Yeah, it's like you and those different things you put up there. Now you have me in. How come I haven't called CenturyLink? Because I can't. No, on the weekend, people in Timbuktu answer it, or I got to go online and put my complaint in and tell them why are they still in service here. Because it's one of those things that's not a priority, I guess, till I pay the bill. But Patty G was giving more things to do. It's like I went and looked them up. Locker and hoop, locker something. I have time this morning? Yeah, I could. But Cheryl's saying hi to Patty G now. Yo, Patty. But someone said, I don't know how you keep track of people's names when they have different things up. I says, I have a hard time. All of our names need to be, because they go, how do you know who Quilting in the Country is? Well, now she puts her name Lori on there. You're making the cave flower garden. Using up all that pretty cave fabric you got. And that is a quilt for you, right, Patty G? My hexie quilt's sitting over here. But that's my nighttime stuff or early morning. I was working on that until yes, all yours. Okay. And did you make those handbags out of the wonky blocks yet? You were going to make some bags. Was they just going to be like a grocery bag? It's like, I'm still waiting to see what everybody did with their wonky blocks. It's like, I had filled my quilt in with the 2 extra I had made. And then when I received them from Kathy, the glaze quilt, never heard of that one. I showed my daughter the quilt you're working on. She wanted to know when I was going to make it. Told her that I would add it to the list. Did I already? Yeah. Over on Kathy's, I think you did, Cheryl. But I was just telling Darlene about it. That's what I'm working on right now. I have, when I get 14 done, then I put them together and put up the next section. You haven't got that far down on the UFO? It's like, I have a whole pile. Yep. The toothbrush rug. I think I'm going to see if Austin can't figure it out. Because the tutorial I went, they said they used old bed. And I think dyeing them and then Austin try it. Because Austin does do a little bit of that hand crochet, I guess is what you call it. They used to do the hand crochet ropes out of different, they'd take twine from Uncle Casey's and whatnot from the hay bales, and they would make rope. Guess I gotta go look. Hi, Janice Miller. Gladys isn't on. I was sewing by myself. Kathy's was over. And here I sit. Okay. I'm going to go look. Oh, okay. That's like that one pattern that I can't get anybody to do. it's not so much a pattern. It was one of those eye teasers, brain teasers, whatever we want to call it. Here, I'll see if I can show you. It's one of those illusions. Like that is an illusion, but it's all done in black and white. I'll get it all up in there close and tight. This was on Facebook the other day. And it's all the same block. It's just the way it's turned. That one. This one here makes your eyes go crazy. But it's all the same block, just in two colors. But it's wonky. It is definitely a wonky. So now I gotta catch this one up to snuff. You can't look at that. It's like, okay, Patty G sent a stripes, trigger migraines. Okay. I'm just going to make a little tiny one and see what happens there. But you always see patterns. Oh, that's very pretty in the cave. Here is Patty G's actual quilt. That is beautiful. We have a talented group of quilters. Yes, good use of your cave fabrics. My supply of colors are running out quickly, which is what I want. I'd rather start over, well, quickly. If I could do a quilt a month, it'd still take a couple years, but migraines, all I have to do is hit my neck, turn my neck just right. I've had too many neck injuries. And then it just triggers, pinches a nerve, and then goes up into a migraine. Yeah, gotta freeze that whole neck back there. But there's no power in Michigan where Darlene lives. Her husband wanted some lottery tickets. She drove the lottery tickets, and they have no power, so there's no store open. You made 4 blocks, going to add 2 more? Okay. Because Patty G's just going to make it a small one. But it's like my hexie quilt's right here that I'm working on. I'm adding on a row of purple. So they're all up there, just loose tooth. So I've got this far of adding on this purple row. I have to go back here and add a white one. So this is where I stopped last, right here. So I got 3 more to secure. Then I got to add a white row. And then some more hand quilting and whatnot on it. That's my nighttime thing. Oh, hi, Joan. It's like, I didn't say hello to somebody up there. It was Joan. First I seen it was a 4-letter word. Yeah, and it is purples. It's like, I'll have to put on the day I don't do another purple. Went into Marshall Dry Goods to see. You can't order any more of this. This one's out of stock. You can get this purple, but this white. As I'm making this weekend, I was thinking of Laura because Laura gave me all these fabrics. I wish my quilting buddy would get better. My sister, as I call her, my chosen sister. Oh, it's like I have a mini quilt somewhere, but not that far. It was done with the whatever's below the 2.5-inch thing. But making those half square triangles out of small things like in Summer Moon. Just make all your blocks. Go find your block in the smallest pattern you can and go for it. Because Summer Moon was what, 5 inches? My mom finished a grandmother's flower garden right before she died. She used it to work with younger troubled youngsters, teaching them how to do hexes. Yeah, Austin, he cut up all the 3/8-inch hexes or whatever. Yeah, 3/8. For 2 of the crazy people that are going to make that one hexie quilt. Casey had fun. He made 400 about a piece for the 2. Hi, Lori. I got on just as you went off. It's like I finally remembered it was Monday because I had no kids. I haven't had a kid since Thursday night. So I'm confused on what day of the week it is. Hi, Carol. And how is Carol today? I could put this down a little bit more. It's like that way you see what my hands are doing. But it's fun to keep myself busy as much as I can. Because Tuesday I won't have much time in the morning. Wrong way. Finger pressing these. Then I go back and starch them and lightly starch them. You're waiting for the storm? My son changed direction over there camping. And then it ended up lightly raining. So they went and took a drive to go see, is it Herman the Big Sturgeon? And Casey missed the turn, so they went to Multnomah Falls. So they had fun there. Ellen didn't walk up to the first bridge. Hi, Jennifer. Junior sewing your batting together. Today is our 41st anniversary. Really great since we only dated 6 weeks. Yep. That's that. Well, when it hits and you work at it, it can last. I said my husband didn't want to see it our 50th anniversary, but happy anniversary, Joan. I have no kids having their 50th birthday this year, but I do next year. So it's like Melinda planning my 70th birthday party. That's because we're in between 50s. We might as well keep having a party, right? But I think it was my 46th. My husband passed away just before the 47th anniversary. Because I was starting my 50th anniversary photo album. I guess he didn't want to participate, is what I tell myself. So I still have the one page I started for my mom and dad. Now I have the page I started for myself. So eventually, someday, I'll get a scrapbook. But I did carry out my sister's 50th anniversary. You have 4 pieces together. But you are making Franken batting. Yeah. My mom passed away at my mom and dad's 45th, I think it was going to be, or 46th also. I'll have to go back and look that one up. So I was starting to get the thing because I was going to have all of our kids' wedding. Hi, Eva. Wedding pictures in the 50th album. As our kids come up, I was going to make a whole photo album. I got one page done on mom and dad's when my mom passed away. I got one page on mine done when my husband passed away. So maybe I should start on my 70th birthday album. It's like, I love scrapbooks. Okay. Yeah. For our 25th anniversaries, mom and dad got my sister and I both the Troy ounce silver wedding coin and had our names engraved. and he had got Deb's at the same time as mine because he says the boys are the ones that was divorcing and remarrying. He says they'll never make 25 years. And so when my sister was coming up to her 50th, I went and got her a troy ounce coin. Hi, Lori Clark. My poo sister. That's what I decided. You're my poo sister. I was thinking about the mouse the other night. It's like 2 a.m. I wake up giggling about my poo sister in Canada. And all the memories, some of the memories trigger in the weirdest times. I need 14. I only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, it's like, what do I do next? But no, I was just goofing off and decided I'll find people to sew with. My iPad just put up the hi everyone. Newbies will wonder what the world are you talking about? Pooh sister. Yep. Yep. It's like Patty G's my poo sister. Because she sent me a poo. And Laura Austin has sent me poo. So I have a couple poo sisters in all different senses of the word. Patty G's is the poo pillow. And Laura Austin is the poo iron-ons that are on my one quilt. I'm checking to see if this is the right or the wrong way. Yeah. And then we have, is it Joan that's making the poo quilt? I can't remember who's making, I think it is. And I've thought about that too, in smaller. Because it's just applique. But the next quilt that I'm going to start that goes in between quilts, it's going to take me a while because the Drunkard's Path blocks are like 4 1/4 unfinished, so 4-inch, I think. They're going to be smaller, but it reminds me of what my grandma would do. But this is going to be my ongoing one. Yes, I'm crazy. But it's like, I got all that fabric set out, and then I got to cut it. Got some trimming to do, cutting to do. It's all from a plastic. There's going to be a lot of drawing and cutting with scissors. Because I don't know how much it would cost to have a actual plexiglass template made of that particular size. Oh, the Liberty Bibberty commercial. It's like, there. I just put my thumb up, June. Thank you, June, for putting up. And Lori, I know Lori's been working on her Hunter Star and one other quilt. I forget what her winter one. Because she's got to have her quilt done to take to see Laura Lynn for Easter. You got it all ready to go, Lori? Or some last minute? I always put lots of things off for last minute. I'm loading up my Marshall dry goods. Got the backing on there. I got some more of this cream white on natural that I'm going to use in that quilt. Because I only have 5 yards in the pattern. It says for the smaller size I need. What is it? 5 and... You just find all the... This was in a 2007 Quilt Maker's All-Time Favorites book. It says I need 5 7/8 for the blocks and border. I don't know what on the border, what they mean on the background. Yes, June, crawling on the floor is for younger people. But of course, I'm not making this the size they want it. They want it 83 3/4 by 83 3/4. Of course, I'm making it bigger. You gave it the door, Patty G. Yeah, I give it the end. That tells me I watched the whole thing. Because sometimes I don't remember which replay I have to go watch. So I put it when I leave. After I've watched it all. There's been some that don't get a like, but I don't give them a thumbs down either. But hi, Kathy. There's a question that I have for you guys. When you guys make comments under some of these quilts that they're beautiful or you like scrappy, do you guys all get a hit from a guy afterwards? There's Raphael. If you see a quilt mark from Raphael, he puts on and asks you to become his friend on everything I've answered on his. So don't write on some of these beautiful quilts that are out there. If you like the quilt, just take a screenshot of it and save it for later. I can't believe guys pick you up on every format out there. Words with friends, just commenting on a quilt. And they always start out with, I was told this wasn't pretty or something like that. I've got guy requests after commenting or comments. And they go right to Messenger and send you the comment, the question. One guy went as far as to say his daughter told him that. It's like, really? Come on. Now you're including your daughter in your scam? Pickup artists everywhere you go. June gets them, and then she always tries to send them to me. It's like, no, I don't need June's. Yeah. It's like, why do they want on? And trolls have made some YouTubers so not trusting to anybody. I know one person, I don't know why, he undid all the wrenches. Because the wrenches, I guess, can do some things that we don't know about. Yeah. We was just reminiscing with Carrie about when she had the people that would come up on her live. Everybody came on a girl, but quickly went away from being a girl. I told Carrie, just shut it down and erase that video, that live. It was terrible. It was gross. But there are sickos in this world. That's why I have StreamYards. I think it's called StreamYards, but I haven't used it yet. Tried it one time. Wouldn't work with CenturyLink worth beans. Haven't tried it since I using my personal. Hey, Courtney. June had another one the other day. Well, you keep those men that want to become friends with you, June. Don't send them my way. I share quilting ideas with you and friendship with you, but I don't need your men. As I always tell her, I don't need your men. When I worked on a call, okay. See, I don't know how people can work on the call centers. It's like, how many times do they get hung up on? They'd have to call, yeah, but they'd probably call me just to bug me. But those telemarketers that call us, I don't even know how they stay working. I wanted to ask the person, how many hang-ups do you get a day? Do you get paid by the hang-up, or do you have to keep us talking? Because if you have to keep us talking, I can turn on a TV show and let you listen to it. I never got that far because they usually hang up on me. I have one of those roosters that's screaming the person's name. No, June, don't send them all to me. That Raphael, you guys can all have. That's the actual name he posts the quilts under. Raphael something. I just wrote, I love scrappy quilts. I don't know what's so intriguing about that. I don't know how the ruler got all turned around because normally I always have the 1-1 pointing out. Trying to wear out different parts of my cutting board. See, I even need to send out things to Fisker because I have 2 cutting boards and a rotary cutter that are acting up. This one here, I'm losing the whole center. That was 40 years ago. My friend worked for Verizon, I think it was. And she says when people call in with things they need help on their cell phone, they just have to keep turning the page and reading the cards until they find the right thing. But the quilt shop sale? Okay. I want to go tomorrow afternoon after Wreck-It Ralph and Delaney go home because our all Pacific Northwest shop hop starts April 1st. So I want to go down and get the block. Do it fast before I don't have kids. Or I have kids again. Do it while I don't have kids, I should say. Was it fun or sad, Courtney? Asked Joan. You got to go by. Well, it's like, did you find anything good? Was fun? Oh, Lori catching up on the chat she missed. You got Tula pink fabric? Of course you got Tula pink fabric. Yeah, it's like somebody was checking out the different quilt stores in the Pacific Northwest quilt. And there's one that went to online only. Because they can't afford the rent to the buildings. When we went several years ago, because my husband's been gone since 2018, it's like they was paying $5,000 a month rent on a building. They's having a 5th Saturday of the month sale. Okay. So they're not closing. They just had a good sale. Marla goes to those 5th Saturday of the month sales in Ohio. And some people have, I got the bag from my local quilt store at that time, that on the 5th Saturday, if you brought the bag,